Hello, ladies and gentlemen, it's your boy, the internet's favorite loser, signing back on once again to bring you guys another video. We're not back here on anything this time. We're actually over here on Morning After Kill's channel, and he just dropped a new banger video. So we're about to find out what the OG has to say. We're about to find out what Randy has did again, and whenever it's about Randy, I know that it's not going to be good. But let's find out together, shall we?
What's up, guys? It's Jay. Morning After Kill, and I'm back with some more Borderlands 4 pre-release coverage. And yesterday, I put up a video criticizing Gothalion and the Pillars of the Shillers for leaving fellow shill, the Mitsu show, out to dry when he was blocked for some mild yet valid pre-release critiques of Borderlands 4 and Gearbox's marketing of aforementioned game. And while that video was directed toward every member of Gearbox's shill squad, it was mostly aimed towards Goth. And Goth knows that, because even though me and Goth aren't friends anymore, he understands the value of being checked. And when someone checks your behavior, it's best to correct that behavior if you feel like the check was valid. And I'm actually proud to say that there's a little bit of that old Goth left in the new Goth. Not much, but he's still in there somewhere lurking around. And with Goth realizing he was wrong in leaving his friend Mitsu out to dry publicly, he took to Twitter to give big ol' Randy Pitchford, the CEO of Gearbox, Randy! A little bit of flack for blocking Mitsu, going on to reiterate that while Mitsu's criticism was mild, it certainly was valid criticism, and assured him that it came from a place of love, and that Randy Pitchford should be more open-minded towards valid critiques. Here's the funniest shit out of all this. Goth ain't saying nothing that I ain't been saying the past 5-6 years. He just has a habit of wording shit better than I do. However, here's something that I learned when dealing with the big greasy man baby that is Randy Pitchford. It doesn't matter what you say, how you say it, how much you sugarcoat the words, or how soft you pillow punch Randy Pitchford. If it is not glowing praise, then it's negativity. Trust. And like clockwork, Randy shows up and shows out saying,
Alright, this is where I wanted to kind of stop and talk about this tweet for a minute, because it's absolutely ridiculous. But I will say that there, and I've said this a couple times during, like, when I do commentary videos, Mac always seems just a little bit bitter whenever he's talking about, like, past relationships, past, you know what I mean? Like, I get what happened, but honestly, I don't know, man. There's that bitterness, and I see it a lot. But he also has valid criticisms on certain things. So just because I sense the bitterness doesn't mean that he's wrong about everything. And like I said, I like Morning After Kill a lot. I've been watching him since, you know, back in the Yodi Slayer days, man. Yodi was my main guy, man. I used to watch his guides all the time. I used to watch his zombie content before he moved over to Borderlands. You know, so I've been watching Mac for a very long time, and I have nothing but respect for him. But like I said, you can sense the bitterness in a lot of things that he talks about. But this whenever he talks about Randy, it's pretty much spot on most of the time. A lot of the critiques that he's had about Borderlands 4 has been pretty spot on as well. But when you see a tweet like this, which is a treat for us, you get to kind of see the mindset of Randy Pitchford, where he says, "I didn't see any critique," which Mitsu, as much as he is a shill, and I don't much care for Mitsu, never really have, but Mitsu had some very, very valid critiques, and I need to pull up the tweet that he posted. Let me go back. So here's the first tweet. I had to go back to my video just because I had it in the video. I just want to read a couple of the Mitsu's criticisms. He was really worried about BL4. It feels like the movie. Feels like other situations where the publisher yanked the marketing budget to cut losses since project sales are way, way down. So basically here, and I pointed out in the video that a little bit of the Borderlands 4 footage looks like it's unfinished and not completed yet. So there's, it just looks like it's brushed out a little bit. So that was like, and you can see it in I'll go into that in another video, but basically, like, you can see where it doesn't feel like it's fully finished yet. They have until September, so we'll see what it comes out looking like. But then the next tweet that he had, next he says that he's yet to see anything that moved him towards being sold on the fact that this was a fully conceptualized, completed version about what a mainline Borderlands title of the future should look like. Still looks a little bit too much like 3. More valid criticisms that they haven't changed much, that is piggybacking purely off of I almost said Black Ops 3, Borderlands 3, and that it just doesn't look like it's completed. There's a little bit more criticism. So here is something else that a lot of people have been talking about, and I personally agree with them on. The fact that if there is no long-term vision of post-launch content, if there's no long-term support for this game, it is going to be dead on arrival. We need more support, longer support for these games. It shouldn't just be a couple season passes or maybe even just a season pass. Throw it out there, put out a couple skins, say fuck it, call it a day. They need a vision, they need content, they need to keep us playing for at least a good 2-3 years. So it's worth investing. I am a huge Borderlands fan, alright? Borderlands 2 had content packed up the ass. We just need more support. Whether it's small little headhunter packs, whether, you know what I mean? We just need more. And he's completely 100% right here, alright? I'm not a big Mitsu fan either, alright? But you got to be able to look and see when people are actually pointing out valid things, valid criticism. If they do not support this game, it's going to be dead on arrival. There is nothing that he has just said that is purely asshole, fuck you, Randy Pitchford, I hate your guts and I hope you die. There's nothing like that yet, alright? So I don't know where Randy's getting this whole negativity thing, but we'll continue. So the tweet that I half agree on is where he said there's 1,000,003 looter shooters now since Borderlands 2. They're all dead, right? That's a fact. We got Destiny 2 still trying not to kick the bucket. I don't know what the fuck Bungie's doing, but I used to mess with Destiny a lot, but now I just can't. Overpriced, overhyped, underdelivered. Can't do it. It's not. I don't need a MMO looter shooter. I need Borderlands. All right, that's what I need. I need the original looter shooter. I need the original back. I need the original feel. I need the Borderlands 2 love. But where he goes, live service and fax action co-op rule the day. This is a objective, no. Live action games have been dying left and right between Anthem, Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League, Gotham Knights. There's so many just dead live service games. Live service is not the direction we need to go. And I'm hoping that all these dead games, all these dead live service games, live service games, I'm sorry, I'm hoping that this wakes up developers to coming back to not trying to rape our wallets and take our money. Just because gaming now is just about how much stuff the microtransactions, the season passes, the expansion passes, the DLCs, the $70 launches, and then like you got games like Call of Duty right now that they charge so much for packs that people are saying, why isn't it not just a free to play game at this point? We do not need more people that just want to take money out of our wallets. We need to go back. We need to go back to like the Borderlands 1, the Borderlands 2 style, and just keep the love and passion and stop worrying about making money, because if you stop worrying about making money, you'll make more money because your game will actually be worth a damn and people will want to play it and they will want to come back and actually play it more and support you because you actually care about them. And we don't need more microtransactions. We don't need more expansion passes, season passes. We don't need overpriced underdelivered content anymore. So this is where I half agree and half don't agree with what he says. And then after Randy mutes him, starts to block him, but then finds out he can just mute him. After Randy mutes him, all he says is, Mitsu starts sucking Randy's dick and says, I hope you prove me wrong. So let's go back to this new tweet from Randy now. So we look at the tweet from Randy now. I didn't see any critique. Then you're fucking blind, brother. You're blind. Put your glasses on. Get some new glasses. Get some contacts. You're fucking blind. I just saw shitty negativity that was demotivating. Want the best Borderlands? Yes, I do. But I don't think it's gonna come from you. Root for us. Cheer us on. It's kind of hard to cheer you on, Randy, when every second you get, every chance you get to maybe lull the critiques by answering some questions, you go on a bitch fit and block people. Listen, man, it's not a good look for your company. It's not a good look for you. You don't need to block everybody that has something negative to say. Now, of course, if they're going, fuck you, I hope your family dies in an automobile wreck, then yes, that's shitty negativity. That's bad critiquing. There's nothing there to learn from. But when somebody in your community that's been around for a decade plus has something to say to you and they say it in the nicest way possible and you block them because of shitty negativity that you feel, get new feelings, brother, because the ones you currently have suck. If you take developers' passions for granted, no, buddy, your passion is for making money. The more money you can make by screwing out people that have been loyal to you and loving the games that you used to make, the more that you can screw over your previous audience and make money off of anything that you can make. That's what you're passionate about, is how much you're the Mr. Krabs of gaming, brother. You sold Borderlands Soul for 62 cents. All right, listen. We'll all pay the price if you don't. Yeah, no, listen, man. Your passion is gone. I love criticism. Mm-hmm. 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 Yeah. And thankfully, I've never been in short supply. No, you might not have been in short supply, but you blocked everybody. So now you are in short supply because everybody that will give you criticism is now blocked. Don't gaslight me on his post. It wasn't criticism. Brother, you're the only one here gaslighting anybody. You're the gaslighter. You pulled out a gasoline tank and a blowtorch. All right, you're the one gaslighting people with this exact post. It wasn't criticism. It was pessimism. It's toxic. You're toxic, man. For people killing themselves for your entertainment. Listen, man, they don't ask you to pump out these games on a yearly basis. As a matter of fact, nobody even asked for this game. All right? You decided to make this game because money. There's no deadlines. You're just making a Borderlands game. Okay? And you've been making shitty ones at that for the last, I don't know, however long. You don't care about your own lore as shown by the movie. You don't care about your own fans. You don't want to give people what they truly want, and you don't listen to what people truly want. So this is why people don't like you, Randy. You're not killing yourself. You're making money. You're pocketing money. You're pocketing millions. You're lying to your sponsors and your bosses. So all I see is I'll take your last quote here and throw it right back at you. Fuck your noise, Randy. Stop. All right, Matt, go ahead and continue.
I didn't see any critique. I just saw shitty negativity that was demotivated. You want the best Borderlands? Root for us and cheer us on. If you take developers' passion for granted, we'll all pay the price. I love criticism, and thankfully, I have never been in short supply. Don't gaslight me on his post. It wasn't criticism, it was pessimism. It's toxic for those killing themselves for your entertainment. So fuck that noise. Which is actually kind of funny that he says it's not criticism, it's pessimism. It's not critique, it's shitty negativity. You see, in Randy's mind, unless it's blindly praising Gearbox for just existing, it's negativity. Completely ignoring the standard Oxford definition of criticism altogether. He continues to prove my point that if Jolts Dude, K6, or any of the pillars of the Shillers spoke out and offered valid criticism towards Gearbox over the past 5 or 6 years, they would have been risking their paycheck, effectively silencing the larger content creators of the community for money.
And this is where I have to say that that's pretty sad and pretty true that people are so afraid to speak out because they're going to get, fired off the team. That's terribly sad that people can't speak out about what they don't like or what they like about a video game. It's ridiculous, ridiculous.
Every time Randy crashes out on longtime fans and content creators on Twitter, he just continues to prove me right. And more people are starting to realize it. So, my name is Jay. Morning After Kill.
Thank you, Jay. Thank you, man, for making videos that allow me to also express myself. So, if you guys agree, let's talk. All right, this is an open communication. I want to listen to what you guys think, but let's try to be civil. Let's have some communication. Let's have some conversations. Tell me what you guys feel. Tell me how you guys feel. I want Borderlands 4 to be the best game that it can be because I want a game that I can sink my teeth into. I want a Borderlands game that I can sink my teeth into once again. And I have grown up with Borderlands. Borderlands means so much to me and my brother and my friends. So, I want to support, I want to love this game, but Randy, you make it so difficult for me to root for you when you throw little hissy fits and you just can't take any kind of criticism, even if you just answer it. And in your off time, in your personal space, you say, fuck that guy. I hope he stubs his toe and steps on a Lego. You can't do it. You can't shut your mouth for 5 seconds. You gotta make your company look like shit. You are the face of Gearbox. You gotta learn to do better. Do better. As always, it's the internet's favorite loser signing off. Till next time, my friends. Goodbye and good night. Thank you for watching. Let me know your thoughts and opinions in the comments below. I won't block you like a bitch.